Explorers, I am back today with another travel adventure from home. So sometime in early April, I was actually out surfing the internet trying to find any type of travel subscription box. I'm like, there are subscription boxes for everything. There has to be some travel related. But I found a blog with a variety of different travel subscription boxes out there. And I decided to go with the Spicery. The Spicery is a subscription box of recipes from different cultures, countries around the world. And I'm like, that sounds like fun. And here it is. Obviously, they don't send you the food. You have to go out and get it. It's, I believe, 8 pounds, which are those just about $12 US. I'll put the exact amount down below. But now I'm going to open the box. So here's the box. You can see all of the options online each month. And you can log into your account before the 15th of each month to change which recipe you're gonna get. So now I'm going to open the box to see what like the exact contents are. And then the Spicery. So my first recipe is this Ethiopian Injera with segawat and shiro. So when you open it up, you have basically like the recipe guide. And it tells you some general information like the prep time, how spicy, how long it cooks, how much, has a picture of how the meal should look and how you can make it again. But inside it has the actual recipe itself. So obviously there's going to be ingredients they couldn't ship because, you know, things perish, whatever. So this is information about the meal. And on the back, it actually tells you exactly what you need. So it's like a ingredient checklist here. So that's awesome. Now, as we go inside, they actually send the actual spices, hence the Spicery. Because I would never be able to find these spices if I went to my local grocery store. And looks like there's more over here. Yeah, there's 3 more here of spices that I will need to cook this dish. And what's this here? Oh, Spice News for May 2020. So I don't know what this is. How to use this month free sample. Oh, it came with a free sample of something. That wasn't even for the actual meal. So this is the free sample. Hey Explorers, so I am now about to start making the dish that I unboxed in this recipe box from the Spicery. So let's get started. But before we do, if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you are notified when next week's video comes out. Now let's bring Ethiopia to us. Let's get started. All right, the first step is to start preparing the segawat. You're going to fry half of an onion, half of your garlic, in which you need 3 garlic cloves for this entire experience. You're going to use 1.5 here. As you'll see here shortly, I don't like chopping garlic, so I buy the minced garlic already prepared. You also need a pound of beef. I don't eat beef, so I'm using turkey here. 2 tablespoons of oil, and you'll do this for 10 minutes until the onion is soft and the beef is beginning to brown. All right, the next step is to start preparing the knitter kadeh. I hope I'm saying that right. You're going to gently heat the butter, which for the butter you need 100 grams, which is a little less than a stick of butter. And you'll put the remaining garlic in here with the butter spices until the butter has melted, and you'll leave to infuse. Now it's time to start preparing the wonderful injera bread. You'll whisk 475 milliliters of warm water with 200 grams of flour, the injera blend, and a teaspoon of dried yeast. to make a smooth, thick batter, and then you'll leave to stand in a warm place. All right, now we're back at the Sega Watt. You're going to stir in 200 milliliters of water, 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, the Sega Watt spices, and 3/4 teaspoon salt into the beef or turkey mixture. And you'll cook it for 1.5 hours or until the beef is tender and coated with a thick sauce. You'll want to stir it occasionally and adding a splash of water if necessary. All right, now time to make the awaze chili sauce. You're going to mix the awaze sauce spices with 1 tablespoon tomato puree, 50 milliliters of water, 2 tablespoons oil, and a pinch of salt. Then boil it for 2 minutes or until the oil has split out, leaving a thick sauce. Once that's done, you're going to stir in half of the lemon you bought and leave it to the side. All right, back to the knitter kabe. I'm probably saying that all wrong, but you're going to strain the infused butter, discarding the butter spices. All right, the next step is to prepare the atakut wat. You're going to cook your 500 grams of potato and carrot mixture in 200 milliliters of water with potato spices. Half of the knitter kabe you already prepared, and a half teaspoon of salt in a covered pan for about 15 minutes or until the potatoes and carrots are tender. You'll eventually remove the lid and cook for another 10 minutes or until all of the liquid has evaporated. All right, this step is preparing the churro. You're going to fry the remaining onion in the remaining knitter kabe for 10 minutes or until soft and translucent. Now the meal calls for a salad. You're going to mix 2 tomatoes. I like Roma tomatoes, so I got 4 since they're smaller. And lettuce, so you're going to take 1 gem lettuce, chop it up and mix it with juice from the remaining half lemon that you bought and a pinch of salt. You'll leave it off to the side. Back to the injera. Now you're going to heat a large frying pan and wipe with a little oil. As you can see, I use Pam here. You're going to whisk a half teaspoon of salt into the batter, and then you're going to add batter to the hot pan to make about a 3 millimeter thick pancake. You'll cook for 2 to 3 minutes or until the top is covered in holes like a crumpet, and then flip it over and cook for a few more seconds on the other side. Oh boy, how am I supposed to flip that? This is a mess, just a mess. I told you I was going to be a mess, but let me try it again on a second one. All right, now we're back to the churro. You're going to stir in 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, beber, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt into this softened onion mixture for about 2 minutes or until fully combined and thickened slightly. Then you'll quickly stir in 250 milliliters of water and simmer for about 5 minutes or until you have a smooth, thick sauce. Now you're going to take the nigella seeds and put it in your 300 grams of cottage cheese to serve with your meal. All right, there is my plate. When you serve this up, you serve each person injera, which is on the bottom, and then you top it with the segawat, that is the meat mixture. Then you have the atakilwat, which is the potato mixture, the churro, which is the onion sauce, the cottage cheese, the salad, and the awaze sauce. With the remaining part of injera, obviously my injera is kind of small here, you cut it into pieces and scoop everything up with it. You use your hands to eat it. So let me dig in and see how it tastes. So I'm really nervous. I hope this tastes good. While growing up, I used to be around Ethiopians, and this brings back memories. And also it brings back memories to a restaurant here in Atlanta. It's called Desta Ethiopian Kitchen. I hope that's the right name. I'll put it down below. But I hope this tastes good. It looks promising, but let's see. And I'm going to use a fork because I don't feel like washing my hands anymore. They're clean, but I just don't want to wash it again afterward. So let's see. I'm also concerned it's really spicy. Not too bad. I didn't get any of this cottage cheese mixture here, but it's not too bad. It has some kick to it, but it's a manageable kick for me. If you don't like spicy, this is not for you, I'm telling you, but it is manageable for me. Thank you, the Spicery, for this delicious recipe and the wonderful spices. Just to let you know, I did purchase the Spicery subscription myself, so these views are of my own. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Also, leave any questions or comments you have down below in the comment section. And again, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified when next week's video comes out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are.